Ho ho ho! Welcome to the Draw My Life about Santa Claus. He was born a long time ago in Patara. No, potato no, Patara, a commercial city located in what today we know as Turkey, on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea. His real name is Nicholas, although you can also call him Claus, Santa Claus. His family had a lot of money, and he never lacked anything. His parents were Christian, and they taught him some good values, like generosity. They used to help those who were sick with the plague, and it was precisely that illness that sent them to heaven when he was still young. He suddenly found himself an orphan, with his uncle's company and a large fortune inherited from his parents. He had two options: to spend it all on his personal pleasure or to do good with that fortune. He chose the second option. One day, one of his friends ruined himself. He even considered selling his 3 daughters so they could eat. Claus found out about it, and so his friend wouldn't make the mistake, he started to sneak into his friend's house day after day to leave them some golden coins. After giving away all of his wealth, he went to Myra, a small town near Patara. There, he would become bishop in the most curious way. Myra's bishop promised to give his place to the next man who came through the church's door. And that was him. He doesn't like to brag about his qualities, but yes, he continued to develop his altruism, giving everything to the poor and helping those in need. Every 25th of December, he would go out and hand out gifts to people, especially children. Few people know that Christmas is actually celebrated that day because of Santa Claus, and not because of the birth of Jesus, who was born in the month of November. During his life, many people were healed and happy thanks to some of his miracles. After leaving this world, his body was taken from Myra to Bari, and thus his legend was consolidated, being named a saint by the church. From then on, he became Santa Claus. The legend around his figure was growing and changing in every country. Everyone would talk about him, although each one did it differently, which is why in each country he was seen with different colors and appearance. Although, if we've got to review the history, we will check some extended myths. In the 17th century in England, he was represented in green. In 1823, Clement Clarke Moore described him in a poem as a small elf who would hand out toys in a sleigh with his reindeer. What a man! In the late 19th century, Thomas Nast drew him on Harper's Weekly Christmas strip. And in the 1930s, Coca-Cola made him the star of a billboard. Although, contrary to what many people believe, they weren't the first to represent him in red. The original idea came up every Christmas in Puck magazine, 40 years before Coca-Cola. Since then, his legend has continued to grow, and now everyone knows that he lives in the North Pole. He travels in a flying sleigh pulled by Christmas reindeer commanded by his faithful servant Rudolph, and that every 25th of December, he gives gifts to the best behaved children and coal to the bad children. And this has been the Draw My Life about Santa Claus. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it, and comment which Draw My Life you want us to give you this Christmas. Ho ho ho! Happy holidays!